So you're seeing this like huge explosion in streaming, right? And maybe thinking, hey, could I actually launch my own thing? You know, like an IPTV or video on demand system,
Yeah.
even in 2025.
Yeah, it is becoming more and more achievable, for sure. And that's exactly what we want to help you with, like figuring out the basics of getting something like that going.
Yeah.
You're already living in this like content explosion, right?
Right.
So understanding how you could create a platform of your own is pretty key, I think. Let's break down the basics a little bit. So IPTV, that's delivering live TV channels over the internet. Basically like your cable, but online, yeah.
Right.
And then VOD, think Netflix, Disney plus CAD, that kind of thing. Content you can watch on demand whenever you want.
Right.
And a lot of times, you know, for a better experience for you, they'll be combined.
Right. And that's what we see a lot now.
Yeah, exactly.
So in this deep dive, we're going to cut through all the noise and give you like the most important knowledge that you need. So we've distilled everything down to these core elements, and we'll start with the technology that makes it all work.
Yep, sounds good.
Okay, let's unpack these so-called tech essentials.
All right, so first off, at the heart of it all is a content management system, CMS.
CMS, got it.
Think of it as your central hub, like where you upload, manage, categorize all your videos, everything. Choosing the right CMS, that's so important. One that can scale as you add more content. And metadata features. Crucial. Otherwise, it can become a logistical nightmare later on.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, you need to be able to find everything.
Exactly.
So then you hear about a content delivery network, CDN. So what's the key takeaway for that?
A CDN, that's all about ensuring your viewers, wherever they are in the world, get a smooth experience.
Okay.
No buffering, like none of that frustrating, choppy stream stuff. It's a network of servers. So it distributes your content geographically, getting it closer to your users. That's really crucial for user satisfaction, I think.
Definitely. Definitely. And how do you make sure that your videos play on all these different devices? You know, people are using everything.
Right. That's where video encoding and transcoding come in.
Okay.
So encoding first converts your video into a digital format that's streaming friendly. Then transcoding, that adapts it into different resolutions and byte rates, so it plays nicely on, you know, phones, tablets, smart TVs, whatever they have.
It's like it's translating it.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Making your content accessible to everyone.
So we've got organization, we've got delivery to your audience, we've got making sure it can play on any device they want to use. What's another key element here?
User interface or UI, the app, the website, whatever your audience is using.
Yeah.
That has to be easy to navigate, super intuitive.
Right.
If it's confusing, they're going to bounce no matter how good your content is.
Yeah.
And I would say don't underestimate the value of working with developers, experienced ones, who really know video streaming platforms inside and out. They can see challenges you might not.
That's such a good point. Now let's talk about making some money. Yeah. How do you actually monetize your streaming service? What are the main ways?
Okay, so a couple key approaches. Subscription video on demand, SVOD. Like Netflix, right? Unlimited access for a fee, monthly, yearly, whatever.
Right.
Works really well if you've got a big library of content that people want to watch. Then there's advertising video on demand, AV, like YouTube. Free content, but viewers see ads.
Right. So.
And then there's transactional video on demand, TVOD, pay-per-view. You pay for specific content. Think new movie release. And what's interesting now is more of these hybrid models.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so maybe you offer like a free tier with ads and then a premium ad-free subscription. So you reach a wider audience that way.
That's pretty smart. Gives you some options, I guess. Okay, so what about the stuff that maybe we don't think about right away?
Right. Licensing and security. Absolutely essential. If you're using content you don't own, you have to secure the correct licenses. Otherwise, legal problems down the road. And for security, digital rights management, or DRM, and AES encryption. They're so important. Protecting your content from piracy, making sure only the people who are supposed to have access do.
Gotcha. So to summarize, first we need to understand the difference between IPTV and VOD, right? Then we need to get the technology in place. That means a CMS that can scale with our content, a strong CDN for delivery, make sure we're encoding correctly, and that we've got a user-friendly interface. Then we need to choose how we're going to make money, maybe even a hybrid approach. And super important, we have to handle licensing and security.
Exactly. And I think, like, tying this all together, thinking ahead to 2025, the demand for specialized content, for niche content, that's just going to grow, right?
Right.
So what unique area, what kind of content do you see for your own platform? And how can all these foundational elements we've talked about, the tech, the business side, how can those help you take your vision and actually make it a reality?
Really interesting food for thought. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
My pleasure.
We'll catch you next time.